boomer humor. I hate my wife. Millennial humor. I hate my life. And then Gen Z humor is just the Teletubbies field with a cheese stick rising out of the ground.
You're right.
Behold, the cheese stick hath returned.
When you're right, boss. Honestly. Jesus. No, but it's like
It's just like archaeologists are going to find some of the memes that we've made in our lifetimes, and they're just gonna be like, it would appear that heavy use of hardcore drugs was commonplace in these times.
oh my god.
You're right.
Could you imagine in like 100 years, digital archaeologist becomes an actual thing?
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that
just
would be
searching through old hard
amazing.
drives and stuff. Before we
Scientists
met,
would actually have to do that because it's like it's the internet.
True.
The stuff doesn't go away. It just kind of.
It persists somewhere.
before we perfected the art of storing information on lab-grown samples of human brain tissue. That's actually something that people are working towards.
Oh?
Yeah, I have.
Growing neurons and brain tissue, because human brain is an amazing storage device.
Gosh, Jesus.
It's basic. It pretty much like most of the stuff that we make is to try and usually tries to replicate what we already have.
Yeah.
I can't remember the
Most technology, especially from primitive times, just kind of recreates things we already have to do things that we really kind of can't do.
yeah.
Because it's like, even from the very first spear, all it is a long, pointy version of your arm that can kill things better.
Yeah, and it's like speed, freaking, just a stone knife is there because we don't have claws. And heck, I remember that in a lot of stories about a lot of stories where aliens make contact with humans, they're always so confused that we don't have natural weapons. Our teeth are freaking tiny and basically useless. We don't have claws. Sure, our fists are relatively powerful, but at the end of the day, that's not going to do much damage in comparison to some of the wildlife we have around here. That's like,
Yeah.
How did you survive?
Our intellect.
We just thought,
We galaxy brain.
yeah. It's like, why use claw when rock do better?
No, but it's like, especially with that, it's so weird because it's like, you think about how we survive, and PM Seymour really put it best. It's like, we just sort of walked fast at everything that could kill us until it ran away and died.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
We are persistent hunters. We'll basically jog after the enemy, or we'll jog after our prey, because what will happen is that most prey works off of, I just get away as fast as possible. It doesn't matter how much energy I use. If I get away, I survive. But we know that, hey, eventually you gotta stop. So we'll just keep following you until you can't run anymore. Heck, I remember that the wild buffalo population in the U.S. was almost completely decimated because the natives were so effective at hunting them. Usually they would end up digging large pits and just make them stampede into the pits and crush themselves to death.
Gosh.
A buffalo milk?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
And that
Yoinkies?
and if I'm right, that did a decent amount that contributed pretty well to them almost being extinct. Oh, and also I remember something else about Timothy Dexter. He actually had a poet who would write poetry for him, but he didn't. Most of his pretty much but the majority of the poet's time was spent with his actual job, which was, I think, making beer and drawing porn.
It was, no, he didn't make beer. He did draw porn, but he was a fish merchant.
Oh yes, yes, the fish of sea.
This.
Yes, the persistent. This is gonna be great once I actually tell the whole thing.
Oh, for sure. We're just waiting on
Honestly,
Fleshy SMH.
Honestly, sometimes I'm looking at this and I'm just wondering, is this just old English or is this just illiterate English?
Well, she's still connected to the slime RP call.
Yeah.
I'm already tired of waiting on Flush.
Yeah.
Valid, but now we also need to wait on Necro because he's deafened.
Ah, shit.
Yep. That's fine, means that we have more time to wait for Fleshy.
Yeah.
Fleshy got
That's-
time bought, honestly. Moth! Hi, Moth! How are you doing?
Oh, is Moth here?
Moth
Hello,
is in
Moth.
chat, yeah.
Flushy, Jesus help.
I said I'd be late.
Thank
Oh.
you.
No, you said it would take you 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, then I was interrupted about 20 times, so.
There we go.
Ooh,
Yeah.
heck yeah, Moth. Are we ready
All right.
to
So
see the game?
now we're waiting on next.
Yeah, we're waiting on Necro.
What?
I forgot we were waiting on Necro. Advertise.
Necro's texting me at this moment, too.
Necro, for feck's sake.
It's
I
like,
know you can't hear me. Get in the call. I just shout so loud across. He hears me just.
That's right, guys. I changed the song to Tee Time. VTuber model. You're good. I'm hyped
Can
for
we
it,
talk
Moth.
about? Can we talk about Club Penguin's absolutely fucking bananas ninja lore?
Yes,
Is it
we
Pug-
may.
I thought Club Penguin disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, it did, but like.
Weren't like the remaining servers being used for grooming gangs or something?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, it was.
it's awful.
Like Wario. I have to start a second file because I was playing ages ago. Club Penguin rewritten moment, right? Honestly.
Oh, hello, Mario.
Wario.
Hello.
Hello, Plushy.
I'm going to mute so I can eat.
Fair.
Damn it, Buffy. Necro!
I'm
Oh.
gonna still be here. I just
Okay,
need to eat.
now I can do the intro, finally.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Agony of Moon podcast. A podcast where Moon plays a game, we talk about crazy shit, and that ends in supper.
Yep.
I am joined, as always, by my 4 other cohorts, Moon himself. I am joined by Necro. I am joined by Trace, the gobshite.
Okay.
And I'm joined by Plushy, who's currently muted because they're...
I am not muted.
You're not muted, oh.
You just said you were gonna be.
I'm joined by Plushy, who lies about whether or not they're muted.
Yes, that is the point.
I call y'all cohorts for a reason. So,
Yep.
Today we have a litany of topics.
Oh, for sure.
The first one that I'm going to start with is just going to be relatively quick because it's a current events thing and I want to talk about it today. So if anybody saw the Oscars,
I have not seen the Oscars. I'm gonna be honest.
I haven't
Well,
either, don't worry.
I think we were talking about this earlier, but if you've seen the Oscars recently, you will know that some very impactful events went down between Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Nice.
For those not in the awares, which I'm sure is plushy,
Yeah.
Chris Rock made a joke on stage during the Oscars about Will Smith's wife's medical condition, which is alopecia, a medical condition that causes you to lose all of your hair. Following this joke, Will Smith proceeded to walk onto the stage, slap the shit out of Chris Rock, and then sit back down.
And I 100% agree that they should have done that.
Oh yeah.
This has left the internet both stunned and divided, and the Academy is thinking about making him give back his Oscar that he won 5 minutes after that.
Nah, they should let him keep it.
But I wanted to comment on this situation because I wanted to give my opinion, which is that Chris Rock fucked around and he found out, and he deserved every inch of skin that touched his face from Will Smith's hand.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like Will should have punched him in the dick also.
Nah, just
So,
hit
the
face
thing about-
enough.
The thing about this whole situation was that Chris Rock has repeatedly made jokes regarding Will Smith and his wife.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock has some controversy under his belt as well that I'm not going to get into.
Oh,
but,
who's logged into this Higgin?
I am because I'm messing with using the moon bar.
Oh, fair.
Plushies.
Hi, Plushie. I missed
Plushies
that.
in the chat.
Plushie's in chat.
So,
That's for everybody who wants to join.
Yeah,
oh yeah, join the Discord server.
please.
But anyway, I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to give my take on it because it seems like half of everybody is mad at Will Smith right now. And I wanted to talk because it's like, if a guy made fun of your wife for going on 6 years and in front of live television audience, he made a joke about your wife's medical condition. It's just...
I would be highly upset and do the same thing. Imagine.
I know. I feel like 30 minutes of Necro just humming would be great.
Moth got the good podcast episode ideas.
Yeah, honestly, I would have to.
30 minutes of Necro just humming.
Maybe I'll make a video like that on my channel later.
Necro humming ASMR.
Start listening to like really intense songs, and Necro's just humming like.
Oh, you mean like a moments thing, like just like clips of me?
Yeah.
Like a 30-minute clip of Necro humming. That's all
All the
Moth
time.
requires.
All the time, just all the time. Agony
That'd be
podcast, but all the times Necro hums.
We get a 24-hour stream going, and it's just you humming at random intervals.
Yeah.
10 hours of silence, occasionally broken by Necro humming.
But to get back on topic for a second, as I said, Chris Rock fucked around and found
Yeah.
out, and I honestly don't know what he expected.
Me neither.
Honestly,
People are saying it's because like Will Smith's wife like manipulated him into doing it, but I'm like, if you're any sort of a decent person, if somebody makes fun of your wife for like 6 years, you're going to do something about it eventually. And granted, was physical confrontation the solution? No.
no.
But at the
But
same time, I'm not saying that Chris Rock didn't fucking deserve it. Because the thing about it is, if you're going to tell jokes during your Oscar speech right before you announce a winner, then you need to run it by a board first. The thing about it was, according to rumors, Chris Rock did not run the joke about Will Smith's wife's alopecia by the board. So he literally did that without the knowledge of anybody.
Can't remember which
And people are like, yeah, but it was at the Oscars. Surely he would have like acted more professional. I'm like, if you're gonna make fun of my wife on national television, you're gonna get your shit rocked on national television. Like,
Yeah. And as they should, honestly. A grind cash.
But yes, that is the Oscars incident.
Yep. Now, I saw that we had food-related topics on our list.
Yes. The main
As I'm
topic,
eating.
the main topic of the evening, and the one that I posited last week, or about 3 days ago, honestly, was I want to know what everyone thinks about different types of food, aka what your favorites are, what your least favorites are, what do you think is an absolute abomination against a god that doesn't exist, etc.
Well, on the note of food, I got a few snacks while I was at the mall.
Which would be?
I have on me cotton candy peeps and buffalo wing
Interesting.
Cheez-Its, neither of which I've had before.
I've never had those either.
I'm going to go for
Quite
the
honest.
Cheez-Its first.
I've had the peeps.
Are they good?
I will not spoil it.
Fair enough. These don't look very seasoned, honestly, I will admit.
The Cheez-Its or the Peeps?
The Cheez-Its.
It's like, how do you season a Peep?
What is this? Hold up.
Hole up?
What is this? This is not buffalo wing. Naturally
Literally
flavored
anything
like
that is... Literally anything that claims to be flavored as buffalo wings is not flavored as buffalo wings.
This flavor offends
example,
me.
Takis, combos, all of those have buffalo wing flavors and not a damn one tastes like it.
Well, yeah, it's combo. These are not good. But Cheez-Its are bad. They're an abomination. Oh, I forgot to mention one more thing. I have what claims to be the hottest beef jerky on the planet.
Moon, are you trying to die?
Yes.
Yes, Moon is trying to die.
Why wouldn't I be?
You know, fair point. Alright.
Currently eating soft
I'm currently
tacos.
eating
Hey,
soft-
yo.
Because
We love tacos.
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
swear to God, eat the Peeps. you
I'm
fucking
trying
shit.
to open it. It's open. Can we talk about how absolutely, like, these peeps are ready to die?
So am I.
No, Dom, let me... What is that smell? That smell, oh boy.
I think we're in for it, lads.
Here we are. Okay, but also I'm giving you a picture of some of these peeps. Their faces are slanted and on their forehead. On the back
Are
of
we
their
getting-
head even.
So are you saying everyone's getting pizza right now?
I'm gonna
Is
send
Moon
it.
giving out pizzas?
Dalton, I'm sending it to you over text because I have to take pictures on my phone.
You can take pictures on your phone and then send them through Discord.
No, I
you fuck.
can't. I
They don't
don't
they
have Discord on my
Discord
phone. Why do you think I never
Oh.
use it?
Why are you dumb?
I am not allowed to have it on my phone.
That's... Why are your parents dumb?
And I don't know. Anyways. We don't talk about how
Oh,
squish.
God.
I told you.
Those look awful.
I know.
Hold on, I'm gonna send it to the group chat right
Okay.
now.
Gosh, why is it pink on the inside too?
Why do these look awful. Why are there blue flecks?
It's cotton
It looks
candy.
like somebody. It looks like somebody with blue blood suffering from organ failure just coughed on me.
Alright, I'm taking a bite out of it.
All right.
God, it looks like insulation.
It doesn't look too bad, honestly.
It's not as bad as the Cheez-Its.
It doesn't look too bad, honestly.
Not as bad
There-
as Cheez-Its is not that big of an endorsement.
Okay, they're not that bad. I'm gonna be 100% honest. When I had them, they weren't
I'm
that
not
bad.
buying them again, but I'm finishing them.
Yeah, they're not that bad, but they're not good enough to buy it.
Yeah.
There's something that you try on a podcast with your friends.
Yeah.
And then you just throw away.
Yeah.
You eat the rest of it and then you throw it away like, ugh.
That said, speaking of things that are going to be tried on this podcast, if anybody has been paying attention to Twitter recently, which granted, for the sake of your health, I don't recommend you do, Pepsi has recently announced that they are going to be releasing a maple syrup flavor in honor of their brand deal with IHOP.
I
And
want to know
swear
how that
to God,
tastes.
I will sell my firstborn child to the first god that comes upon my doorstep to get that soda.
I want to know how it tastes because my favorite soda is Coca-Cola.
Yeah?
Because I tried Coke Starlight on this podcast. So basically, any brand new soda that comes out that I can get my grubby little fingers on is going to be tried live on this podcast.
Oh, heck yeah.
It is the reason I tried this. It is the reason I made
Moth,
this podcast.
I agree. It sounds like something that would taste horrible.
But you never
You never know.
Because
But-
I never thought that bacon on a donut would be good.
Hey Moth, can I ask you for a favor real quick?
No, ranch soda is done explicitly as a joke. This one's serious, right? Ranch soda is supposed to be bad.
Yeah, anyways, hey Moth, can I ask you a question real quick?
But oh yeah, I paused the music by the way. That way you can just hear everyone better. Oh gosh, Dalton, these two look particularly sad. Hang on, I have to give you a different angle so you can see their face.
Give me these angles.
My brain just farted. Oh, actually, I was gonna ask you for a favor, not a question. Can you try the commands with the people? Because I know it works with admins, but I don't know if it works with like, people that are not admins. I don't remember if Moth's an admin.
Moth
Is
isn't.
Moth an admin?
Moth
Yeah.
is
Ask
just
the
Prime
question.
Gaming.
Then yeah.
Those
Try
are
one of the-
made so poor.
I know.
I meant like people's ones, like Necros or anybody else.
Oh heck yeah.
Or
But
you try
anyway.
one of ours.
I've just now
Because-
realized what I was
No
thinking
way.
about those peeps.
What do I think?
What were you
Spicy
thinking about?
jelly beans?
They look like the hamster.
Thank you.
meat.
Oh yeah, they do.
No. Yeah, you're right.
So
Okay.
my dad just walked over. And in his head, he brought me spicy jelly beans.
Oh boy.
Don't eat those.
You know I'm going to.
Why is it the food podcasts that always get derailed so quickly?
Because okay, now Necro, not Necro, Dalton. Dalton,
What?
would you please like to continue with the topic?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so basically, food exists, and because it exists, there are very different variations of every kind of food, different ways to prepare it, different versions of the things themselves. It's just there's a lot of food out there, and there's a lot of different things you can do with the food. So the purpose of this topic is that I want to get like a Rorschach test going between all of us, and I want to see what everyone's favorite kind of food is. I sent an image in the chat as an example of when I came up with this topic, and you probably already saw it. but it was different kinds of French fries.
Ooh.
So I want to ask the four of you your favorite kind of French fry, and then I will answer as well.
Curly fries. They're the only ones that I
Curly
can
fries.
eat that
You'll have to
aren't
resend-
particularly
you'll have
fresh.
to resend that image.
Oh yeah, I'll resend.
Oh, wait, never mind.
It has to be the wavy ones. You know, the ones that have the ripples in them?
Ooh.
Sweet potato, Moth, you're banned.
No,
Oh,
that's
sweet
valid.
Potato's good if you know how to if you know how to make them. If they're
No.
homemade sweet potato.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet
waffle
potatoes
fries are
not
some of the
valid.
best. However, curly fries are the only ones that I can eat that aren't fresh. Like, if they aren't fresh, I can eat it.
I've never had waffle fries, but I really fucking want to.
I like.
Let me see.
Necro, I'm
all
bringing you
those
to
ones.
America, or else.
Whoa.
All right, these are all of the kinds of things.
What if
Like when I say
Okay.
fries, I mean dishes that include fries and also everything that's in this.
What about fried
So, like,
I
pickles?
you
like
got,
crinkle
like,
cuts.
Honestly, I like most of the things there. Potato tornadoes are nice. Smileys are nice.
potato?
I
tomato?
like crinkle cuts the most.
Oh,
Ooh. Curly fries are nice.
the sweet potato is
I
not
really
the
want to
best.
try waffle fries because
Yeah,
I've never
fair
had
enough.
this.
So
I can't stand crinkle cut because it just gets too mushy. for me.
yeah, crinkle cuts. Nowhere that I go ever serves them crispy.
Yes.
But I will
I-
say, so
Crispy crinkle cuts are the only ones I eat. So
I would love to know where you get them because I've not found a damn one.
actually, I think. Darn, I forgot where I get them from, but I get it from like this pizza place.
I really want to eat one of these jelly-beans.
I'll tell you next time I go there. So you'll be randomly told of a restaurant one day. Anyways,
The thing about
crinkle cuts and potato wedges are my favorite. I'm gonna go back to eating, so I'm gonna mute real quick.
Fair.
yeah, so my favorite kind of fry, I think it's on this. I'm pretty sure standard cut ones, but like the shoestring fries.
Shoestring.
A good example would be like Steak and Shake or McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I love shoestring fries.
Oh, crinkle cuts,
Yeah.
they're
Crinkle
like...
cuts. Do you know like the fries? Like, okay, have you ever eaten like a wavy Lay's potato chip? Imagine that, but as a French fry, and that is a crinkle cut fry.
Yep.
Google it, Moth. You're on the internet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
hell.
like
Anyway,
smiley fries because they look like they're about to either cry, commit a war crime, or perish.
My school-
smiles
Sorry.
back.
Anyway,
My
Moth,
school
I'm sorry.
always has smiley fries, and I just don't like them.
Moth, I'm sorry. I was entirely being aggressive as a joke. You're completely
Oh.
fine. But anyway,
Yeah, you're good, Mom. Don't worry about
that
it.
said, of that, I like crinkle cut. I like crinkle cut as a type of fry, but my favorite fry dish would have to be God. I remember I went to Steak and Shake and I got the spaghetti, but it has like the chili on top. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I got that and I had garlic fries.
Ooh.
Because they sell like really good garlic fries at Steak and Shake. And so I dipped the garlic fries in the chili and the cheese and I ate them and it was fucking god.
I
This
feel
topic. This
Yo,
topic
wait,
is just
what's
going
up,
to make me
Mod?
hungry.
Hash browns. I don't think hash browns count.
Hash browns?
hash browns do not count.
Well, it's still potato. If tater tots count, hash
It's
browns
okay,
count.
Okay, but it has to be a
Tater
fry.
tots. Tater tots.
Tater tot.
Right
A
there.
fry.
Ta-
But tater tots can be eaten with your fingers. For it to count as a fry, it has to be a finger food. Hash browns are not a finger
Yeah,
food.
they are.
Yeah, they are.
You do not.
How the f you people eat your hash
Do you
browns?
not get the
Just
ones
pick
from
it up
frickin'
and chomp.
McDonald's?
I pick it up and eat it in one bite.
Okay,
I really
I
want
need
try
to
waffle
point
fries
out-
now.
Unless you're getting your hash browns from McDonald's, hash browns are not a fucking
Yeah,
chicken food.
yeah, that's fair. But I'm thinking, hello, Squiggly,
I had a
Squiggity.
big old paddle.
Hello, Squiggity.
Yeah, sorry, we've
Oh,
been on pause for a bit. I was trying foods.
Welcome,
Hello,
welcome,
Squiggly.
I'm gonna try the
welcome
beef
to
jerky.
Squiggity.
I'm gonna try it right now.
Hi, Squiggly. Please try and do the exclamation point commands if you want to know anybody's pronouns or any of that.
It's Squiggity. Plus
Yeah,
eight.
Squiggity.
Squiggity, whatever. I'm gonna call him Squiggly.
I'm going to
Oh.
try some of this beef jerky.
I'm gonna change your thing real quick where it tells your thing real quick. 1 sec.
Well,
Oh gosh, that's immediate spice. I'm gonna cry. The texture
can't tell.
sucks.
I can't tell what kind of spice is better. The one that hits you instantly or the one that sneaks up on
The one that
yeah.
sneaks up.
I like Cajun. I like Cajun seasoning on
you.
shoestring fries.
Oh, that's the best fucking shit.
Honestly,
Spaghetti?
if I had to pick one that gives the best,
And the spice isn't even that hard to wash away.
because Cookout puts Popeyes to shame with the spice.
Cookout is not to be fucked with. Listen here. Just because half of them don't got dining rooms, that don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Oh, this is disappointing. Well, it's good spice-wise. It's got spice.
What I used to like to actually do is I like to get like sorry.
No, go ahead.
I like to get cheese fries and then the Cajun fries and kind of just mix them together.
Oh.
Come here.
How are you doing, Spaghetti?
Yeah, how you doing, Squiggity?
How are you doing, Squiggy?
I'm not saying how are you doing, Spaghetti. I'm sorry.
It seems like Spaghetti has left.
Oh.
Oh well.
Ah, well, it's fine.
Oh, there he goes.
Just
What?
saying hello to an empty chair.
I'm glad that we had the fry conversation. We
Now I'm
were
just thinking,
we were arguing about fries still.
I left for a bit. What happened?
You did not miss anything.
Oh, Moss.
Also, Moon got disappointed by beef jerky.
Yeah. The texture sucks.
oh,
It's genuinely such bad texture.
You don't eat beef jerky for the fucking
I
texture.
do. I know some beef jerky has really good texture.
you should try biltong.
Yeah? I get, what, Mike's beef jerky?
It's like jerky. It's like jerky, but it's not.
Ooh.
Okay, let's go from this. What is the perfect piece of beef jerky for all?
A big strip that you have to bite and tear into, like a feral heckin' animal.
I prefer biltong
Yeah.
or dribbles.
I think my kind of perfect beef jerky is probably like. So it's like, first of all, teriyaki beef jerky is my favorite flavor. Don't at me. But second of all, the thing about beef jerky is that I want to be able to like tear into it, but I don't want to spend like 5 minutes chewing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no, I get that.
I kind of like whenever the flavor is almost locked inside and you kind of have to work it out.
That
Like
that can be.
That's
like the flavor is a reward in itself,
Ah,
kind of thing.
I do like
Actually-
that as well.
What does this do? I'm trying to test something out real quick. I'm gonna pause it right after.
But I'll tell you, my favorite piece of beef jerky is that little white one that's in the bottom of the bag that has words on it. Let me tell you.
oh, no. Yeah, that's a good shit.
Nice,
That's a
nice
good shit.
try, Dalton.
Do y'all know what that actually is, though? Do
It's
y'all know
bad
why
for
it's
your health.
dangerous to eat? Do y'all know why it's dangerous to eat?
It contains silica gel, which absorbs a lot of water. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I read about it is like it can basically turn.
You cut out.
You're leaning away from the mic.
Oh, I said it can basically turn your blood into fucking jello.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Yummy.
I would love some Jello blood, guys.
That's how
Unless
we.
you're just mildly concerning. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
how we'll feed Cathal.
God.
Listen,
There,
he
that
was
makes
the
me think
first
of that-
vampire
have
to
any
come
of
to
you
mind.
seen-
Okay.
Have any of you seen obvious plant products?
I have not, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, wait. I think I've got one of them on my phone. I'll send it.
Okay.
Yeah, this beef jerky is horrible texture-wise. I hate the texture.
Speaking of which, to talk about plant and product, would you guys rather have tofu or impossible meat?
What?
One.
Have neither of y'all had tofu or impossible meat?
You?
I've had
No.
tofu, but not the other thing.
I have not have
Impo-
had either.
Impossible meat is a meat substitution mostly made of soy that is supposed to taste like beef. And I've had it at a lot of places. Specifically, Trace knows. Taylor, my sister's friend, her brother once made like impossible meat for tacos. I've had it at Burger King with their Impossible Whopper, and I had it at Starbucks up here. They had an Impossible Breakfast Sandwich, and there was one time at Hardee's. Hardee's has Impossible Meat stuff. But the point is, it's supposed to taste like meat without not being. That's the thing about Impossible.
Yeah.
Which is why it's called Impossible, because it's like, how can it taste so much like meat? But like, you know.
Does it put me
The
in it?
secret ingredient
What?
is meat.
It'd be funny if it was.
Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious.
It's crime.
Here we go. I'm sending in one of Obvious Plant's products.
Alright, I gotta see this.
Okay. Oh, what is that?
Oh,
You
are now a
corn
corn man.
You are now a grown man. What?
It is permanent.
I've seen these.
What is this?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
I've seen so many of these.
Enhanced
Why does he
scurry.
Why does he have like? Oh no.
There's more this way.
Okay.
These things sell like hotcakes online. Like this guy has an entire website where he sells these things. And people just kind of like to put them on shelves and just, act like the real products.
That's so amazing. Quite
Yeah.
honestly.
Alright. What is this puzzle? I solved it on accident.
Let's see if I can find any more.
I genuinely solved that one on accident.
It gave you an L
Also-
and you took it.
Also, any music that you put in the song requests, I listen to.
Y'all need to make
So
sure
it's
it's
just giving
like
me fun.
Twitch legal as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it will not be played.
I could stop it at any moment though. to be fair.
But so my school actually serves tofu in like the little meal plan that they have for us.
Ayo.
It's basically like a little store, and we have like a loaded like card. But it was supposed to be like tofu, but like with like Asian spices, and like it was supposed to be like stir fry. It's awful.
Gosh.
I'm sure that there are ways to make tofu taste good. I can just not comprehend it.
There's
'Cause
one time
tofu-
I had tofu and it was actually decent. It was like, I was at this like massive shopping mall place, and there was a sushi place, and they had this like tofu soup thing, and it was great.
Oh yeah, miso
yeah,
soup.
no.
Miso
Yeah, miso
soup. Is
soup.
the only miso soup is the only good thing of tofu that I've had.
Yeah.
I have not had miso soup ever. Also, the song requests are now over. I just needed to test if it would work.
Oh, here's one that I love.
I've never had
I
it.
have never had it.
I should try it when I get the chance to.
Oh, never would.
If you go to a Japanese restaurant, you're likely to find it on the menu somewhere.
Oh, of course.
Hey, Necro. I'm gonna give you a question. Can you please help me? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna give you this. And
What are your guys' mainly listened to song genres? Well, I'm having to listen to a lot of Broadway stuff now because of college. However,
That's fair.
I do usually listen to a lot of alternative or a lot of pop kind of thing.
all of my music that I listen to is actually just one type of music, and let's just say nobody's gonna be surprised. It's punk genre.
Fair. I listen to
It's
largely
that or
video
if I'm
game.
listening to lo-fi.
I listen
My
to
music
what I
taste is
call
a mess.
character songs. Because I don't know how to describe my taste in music other than also video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I also talk about how Wario World is why I love the Pokemon Bell toy? Like,
Okay, I'm gonna need some explanation.
so there's a there's a creature that kind of looks like Baltoy, and through the power of poor memory and Pokemon, I guess, I managed to forget partially what it looks like and mistake it and be like, oh yeah, that's Baltoy. I'm wrong, but it's great.
It's just, I was wrong, but it's great.
Yeah. You'll see it in a moment.
But yeah, let's move on to a different food that is known for being very versatile and changeable. How do y'all like your pizza?
Oh, I'm basic.
I mean, money is not an object. Anything you would want on a pizza can be on it. Tell me what you got.
Okay. I want olives.
Ghost pep.
Mushrooms.
I'm poor for my health.
Okay.
You lost me on olives. You had me on mushrooms.
Olives, mushrooms. Like at least 3 slices. Only 3 slices of bell peppers, because bell peppers are good.
What's good to
I
do?
can only eat 3 slices of bell peppers.
Honestly,
okay, shush.
I would like to try
This is
pineapple
gonna
on
be-
pizza.
This is gonna be really bad with pineapple. Okay, here's the thing. The internet makes too big of a deal about pineapple on pizza. Because it isn't bad. It just isn't good.
That actually reminds me of something.
What?
Technically, Hawaii is not a part of the U.S.
Eh.
They did not join entirely willingly.
You know what? That's fair.
They're part of the U.S., just not of their own will.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think basically all of the U.S. didn't join of its own will. That's how colonization worked.
Texas did, though, sadly.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas threw a fit. They threw a hissy fit because Mexico decided to outlaw slavery.
Literally, the thing about Texas that I don't understand is they're basically the Russia of the U.S.
Gosh.
Anytime something remotely resembling progress happens, they have to make a gigantic shit.
Okay.
About.
This thing right here is why I love Baltoy. This creature is the one reason I like Baltoy. Which sounds so weird, but it's fact.
The creature you're fighting, or the creatures it's shooting out?
The one I'm fighting, the big one.
Okay. I can see it.
It's vaguely Baltoy shaped.
But, okay, speaking of that, to diverge very slightly, and I do get to talk about this because it's LGBT related, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Speaking of Russia.
Oh no.
Did y'all hear recently that one of the reasons that Russian officials and Putin's site for invading Ukraine was LGBT and trans rights there?
Oh, did you hear about J.K. Rowling? The only person that's supporting J.K. Rowling on their anti-trans is Putin.
It's actually one interesting thing is that
and they're angry about it too.
It's actually illegal to say that that it is okay to be gay in Russia.
Yeah.
Like you can be put in prison or jail for that.
Why? I don't
Because
agree.
Putin's a piece of shit. I thought we went over
Well,
this.
yeah, but also like cries about it.
Anyway,
I'm beating up a wall.
Oh, yeah, that was just a very skit topic. But moving right along. Alright, Plushie, you were finishing your pizza order?
Oh yeah, and then pepperoni.
Okay.
There you
Trash Hero. Perfect pizza order.
Honestly, I would say extra cheese, pepperoni, ham, bacon, and you know what? Screw it. Screw it. Just to see what it's like. A quarter with anchovies, just for the salt.
Anchovies is actually one of the biggest natural occurrers of MSG. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Nice. I'd get
let's
seaweed
see.
on mine.
I actually remember that I tried anchovies at a Halloween party at one point, and I actually liked them because they were really salty.
Sure, anchovies are great, honestly. Like, they don't taste fishy, which you think
Yeah.
they would because fish, but like, they're pretty okay.
Yeah.
All right, Necro pizza order.
What about them?
Your perfect pizza order. What would you get on it if money were no object? This is going back to episode 1.
Oh boy, there are a lot of options because I like a lot of different things and they don't all go well together.
Choose wisely, Necro.
Ooh.
Moon using exploits.
Me? Nah. I'm just good at the game. I also just don't know where everything is. I will admit, I don't know where it all is.
Biltong and Rocket.
What?
Biltong and Rocket. Rocket is in the plant, and Biltong is in like Biltong.
Rocket. Didn't we look that up and it's like
you did-
arugula?
We did this a previous.
Okay. I was about to say, because you mentioned a vegetable named rocket and I'd never heard of it, and I looked it up and it was like arugula.
Yeah.
Which I gotta be honest, arugula is really a stupid name now that I think about it.
Yeah, Biltong and Rocket, and I probably like have burger sauce on the side to like dip it in randomly if I fucking feel
I like cheese sticks dipped in mozzarella, which is just portable pizza.
So I'm gonna do something that someone might consider cheating, but I don't care. I make the rules here. So I'm gonna use a certain pizza as a base.
Huh? Yeah? Fair?
Yeah.
Pizza Hut recently announced that they have a Spice Lovers pizza.
Spice? Like spicy food? Or like spices and...
Yes, Spice Lovers, spicy.
Oh, it better
It
be
has-
good.
It has slices of chili pepper, it has red pepper flakes, and it has spicy marinara sauce.
Ooh! I hope it's spicy.
I'm going to use that as a base.
Yep,
And the pizza itself also just comes with pepperoni by default.
fair.
So, that pizza is my base. We're going to make it stuffed crust.
Oh, valid. I forgot you can do that. Like, genuinely.
I'm gonna add sausage, bacon, and because I saw this in a YouTube video, it counts, brisket on my pizza.
I know which video
In
you're
Texas,
talking
they do
about.
pizza with brisket. Yes, you watch it.
Yeah.
And as well as that, I'm going to throw onto the side, I'm going to have a tiny little cup of bone marrow to dip my pizza.
Ah, yes.
Hmm.
That would be. That sounds so good.
This sounds like a pizza that would kill me in a single bite, and I'm okay with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Speaking of which, bone marrow's delicious, by the way.
Oh
I've
yeah,
never had it, but I really want to.
we need to try it. And by we, I mean
Y'all
me.
were on call when I had it.
I was. You had
Do you know
a
what we should? Do you know what we
stroke.
should do, guys? Do you know what we should do?
What should we do?
Okay, like hear me out.
Agony of Moon road
If
trip.
like, if our like podcast ever like blows up and we get like
Money.
residual money from it, we should have like a side series from it, like another podcast, and it's just
Agony.
us, and it's just us trying all sorts of foods that we've always wanted to try.
Yes.
Agony tries.
Yes.
Agony of our taste
Agony
buds.
eats. Agony eats.
Of our taste buds. Agony eats.
Agony eats is a good one. Oh, Moth. Bone marrow. So, like, you have the bone, and then there's this, like, little substance inside of it that's kind of fatty. Well, when you cook certain kinds of meat, that fatty substance melts, and it turns into kind of like a butter. So, you can put that onto stuff, and it tastes fucking delicious. It's literally like a combination of, like, butter, and then the taste of meat, and then whatever seasoning that you put onto whatever you cook. So, like, for St. Patrick's Day, I cooked a dinner which was lamb and potatoes. and one of the lamb steaks that I got had like a little circular bone, and that bone had marrow in it. Yes, basically meat butter. And the bone had marrow in it, and when I cooked the steak, it rendered out the marrow. And when I reheated in my microwave, I noticed that there was bone marrow in the steak. And I was like, oh, I've never had bone marrow before. Let me just scoop some out of this and eat it. And I was on a Discord call with some of these fuckers as I was doing it.
As you should.
And the sounds of an orgasm were heard as I ate it.
It's true. You're right.
It was so good. And it felt like it could plug up my veins for about 2 years' time, and I did not care.
I'm really fucking hungry now.
Necro, go
Welcome
make
to
your
this
sandwich.
episode.
Yeah.
Go make a necro sandwich.
Speaking of
Sandwich
sandwiches,
time, come on, grab your friends. Put them in the sandwich too.
I don't understand this, boss, I will admit.
Okay. Oh my god, it's a sandworm.
Oh, it's a sand lion.
I said it's a sandworm. Very clear.
That's the type of thing.
Die, worm.
I forgot what it's called. I think it's called a sand lion or something lion.
Ah!
It's called a something
Ant lion?
but it makes these little pits.
Uh-oh.
Desert lion, maybe?
Oh yeah, ant lion.
So what I just said.
Yeah.
Ant lion.
Yeah,
Interesting.
ant lion.
But speaking of sandwiches, again, if money were no object, what would y'all put on a sandwich?
What I put on a
Oh,
sandwich?
too much. Far too
Bacon,
much.
tomato.
Far too much.
Ooh, what else would I put? See,
If money were no object, Moon would just get a BLT.
you're right.
Honestly, I would do too, honestly. They're great. What would I
Money
do?
were
I
no
would
object. I
I'd
would
get a
have
big,
a sandwich.
I would get a baguette. I would get a baguette.
Alright,
Cut it like open, like in half down the middle.
of course.
Open it up. There's a specific type of salami I like. I'm not sure what the fuck it's called or how.
I think I'm
actually
gonna.
Mm-hmm.
created.
I think I'm gonna make a necro a bit upset, but I do not like sandwiches.
You're a bitch.
That is fine. That's understandable. Okay, so the salami on the thing.
Favorite bread,
Um,
go? Banana bread. My
favorite
family makes the
bread.
best banana bread you'll ever have.
Either a baguette or a tiger baguette. Tiger loaf? Tiger baguette? I can't remember what it's called. That's something like that.
Focaccia bread is also really good. My family also makes really good
God, I'm trying to remember my favorite bread. I know it was.
I used to bake a few different kinds of breads. Like ciabatta's really nice, especially olive ciabatta. But I do like big
can't-
things.
I can't remember, but I went into a Panera one time and I got a. They had this like mac and grilled cheese. Like it was a grilled cheese sandwich, but it had like macaroni in it.
Ouch. Banana bread.
And whatever bread that they used to cook that had crack in it because that shit was good. But to say that further, it's really good, isn't it, Mom? It's a damn good sandwich.
Get back here. Give.
But
Get.
I would say my perfect sandwich would have to be that kind of bread, whatever that Panera was using. I would get a very nice steak. I don't know about Wagyu. It might be Wagyu.
Just
But
say
a very
Wagyu
nice
if money's
steak.
no object.
If money's no object, which it isn't by my own rules, then Wagyu, amazingly, yes. So I'll get a Wagyu and I'll cook it up real nice and I'll chop it fine and I'll put it on the sandwich. And then I'll get some oh god. I think I'll get some spinach and I'll like cook it up with some butter and I'll lay it on there. I might get some bacon as well. Just like complete the experience. I'll get some good like the Castle Blarney Irish cheese that I put on my potatoes for St. Patrick's Day, that shit's good too. I'll get some Castle Blarney cheese. Um, I'll make me a good sauce. I don't know what it would be. I'd say it'd be like a Swedish, not Swedish like the nationality. I mean like sweet, but like to the left.
Oh, that's not good.
Just like a sweet kind of sauce to balance it out, or like maybe like some lime or something, like some lime juice, like spray it on there, like cut it out,
Oh,
like the fattiness.
I feel bad.
Then maybe some crispy onions. I think that'd be good.
Crispy bacon.
What about the rest of you?
Great question.
What are we asking? I blanked out.
If you had all of the resources to make what you think would be a perfect sandwich, what would you do?
I don't really like sandwiches, so I'd probably go for a.
Yeah, okay, to continue.
I don't know.
Moon, you got beat up by a lizard and drag.
Yeah, and do you have an issue with that?
Trace, what about you in the sandwich category?
I know that I probably have the one, mayo and ham. And then I'd also probably put American, mozzarella, and Swiss cheese on there.
To share the Holy Trinity.
Yeah. And
No, I would. Okay, I'm going to interrupt Trace, but
you know what? Screw it. Sure.
I would do a grilled cheese sandwich with like fancy bread, like well seasoned bacon. Has to be like spicy bacon. Pepper jack cheese.
This is how we find out that Moon likes spicy.
Really? This is how you find it out? Not the fact that I tried the world's hottest freaking bacon?
I didn't attribute that to you liking spicy food. I attributed that to you being an idiot.
Oh, well, I love spicy food. If you couldn't guess already.
Anyway, Trace, continue.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, honestly, I'd probably grill it as well. And
Anyways.
then, you know what? Screw it. I'd probably also add on some either chicken or turkey to it.
Sure, Jazz is good 3-meat sandwich.
Yep.
3 meats, 3 cheeses, and some mayo. Sure, simple that. Oh, bone marrow. I'd also put bone marrow.
Of
in my
course.
sandwich.
You said this.
Did I? I forgot. No, I said bone marrow for the pizza as like a dipping sauce. I didn't say if it's. But I use bone marrow to like butter the bread before I make the sandwich. And that shit would be buzz.
Of course.
Oh, and I'd also probably put like some nice actually instead of the mayo, I might actually just end up putting like this kind of almost In-N-Out style sauce that contains mayo.
A lot of burger sauces contain mayo as a default.
Yeah.
It's a good creamy sauce for like a base, and it doesn't have a lot of flavor in and of itself.
Okay.
That was a good discussion.
It was, and now you finally found out that I love spicy food, which bewilders me that you didn't already know.
Speaking of which, what is your favorite application of spice? Do you like it in like a powder? Do you like it in sauce?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. It genuinely depends on what I'm applying the spice to. If I'm putting spice in my ramen, I would put it in powder form.
Okay, yeah, this isn't good.
Okay,
Oh, no.
but have you ever tried ramen with sriracha?
I
What's
haven't.
not good?
So I just got a new login alert notification for my Twitter, and the location is Colombia. I was like, oh.
What?
You better lock your account, buddy. I'd say lock your account.
How do I lock the account? I don't use it.
If you go into the email, there should be an option to say that it wasn't you who logged in, and that should trigger it to lock the account.
Okay. Security and account access. Accounts. Where do I find that?
There should be a separate thing at like the bottom of a screen. It should be like sessions, like current sessions, and it should show everything it's logged in on. And if you find the one that's in Colombia, you just hit log out of this session and then like change your password to it.
It's not showing that on the screen.
Oh dear. It should be giving you an option to log him out. I don't understand.
Necro has login issues on podcast. Funny, what year is it?
Necro gets his identity stolen on podcast? Not clickbait, gone wrong.
They haven't done anything, but
Gone wrong, gone sexual.
Police called.
okay. But here's the thing: I have 0 followers.
Pretty
Why the
fast
fuck-
bear found.
I have
Okay, I
0
have a
followers
prototype.
on Twitter. Why would someone want this account?
Probably using it as a burner account to do some like some
Oh,
NFT style shit. I don't know.
Oh no, where the fuck?
God, I've seen like
If
People talk
anybody,
about how,
hey,
like-
if anybody wants to try and test out the quiz, I got a preview.
the freaking NFT people have gotten
It only
so
has 3
desperate that
questions
they
so
started
far.
using porn.
Oh,
What?
Bascule?
Speaking of NFT people getting desperate, did you hear about NordVPN like using people's computers as crypto mining shit without their consent?
Oh, that's
What?
just great. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that like in an update or something that they were talking about. It's like, we'll give you, it's like, if I'm right, it would like add it to their wallet still, I think, or maybe it wouldn't. I can't remember. But I bet that if they didn't have a crypto wallet, it would just go straight to Nord. Under the guise of, we'll hold it for you until you make that wallet. And so whenever it's just like, oh man, my computer's run really slow all of a sudden. Oh, don't worry, that's just us getting money for you. Unless, you can't access the money, which is for us.
Fucking hell.
That's-
That pissed me off
That
so
makes
much
it
when
so bad, actually.
And isn't Nord a thing you have to pay for?
Yes, it is.
Wait, NordVPN did that. Wait, hold up. What?
Yeah, NordVPN did that.
Oh
They
shit.
were basically turning people's computers into crypto mining machines against their will.
Oh, so-
Yep. Anyways, Moon.
Yep. You think I'm gonna be able to
How are you
test
doing?
it out? I
No.
apparently poorly, given the fact that I've been electrocuted twice.
Okay, so this is gonna be a fun one. What is y'all's favorite kind of chip
Chips?
and or dish involving?
I like just some plain old tortilla chips.
I'd have to go for
Gosh dang it.
oven baked, what do you call them? Barbecue chips.
Now, to put a
Ah,
specification on those chips I mentioned, ghost pepper chips.
I got some Carolina Reaper chips from Trader Joe's one time, and they were such a fucking ripoff.
Yeah. Well, I like spicy. As if this wasn't a fact they didn't learn today.
The blue bag Doritos. Do you mean Cool Ranch, sir?
Cool Ranch isn't horrible. It's not the worst
Well,
flavor.
Moth said the blue bag Doritos, and I was like, do you not?
Sea salt and vinegar chips are great.
Oh, I hate those.
What?
My sister is absolutely obsessed with those, and one time we ran out of chips, and she was gone, and they were the only chips in the house, and they wouldn't let me get more chips until I finished them, and it was awful.
Okay, forcing you to eat sea salt. You have to get the good brand.
There is no good
You haven't had
brand.
you haven't had what the Cape Cod ones? Those ones are the good ones. Otherwise, they're like the texture is bad and the flavor is bad.
I like Cape Cod's. I think it was sea salt and black pepper. I think that was the flavor.
Ooh.
Those were some damn good chips, though. The jalapeno for Cape Cod as well.
I haven't had those. But I've had the sea salt and vinegar, and those
Dalton,
are good.
would you like to try and do the quiz? Because I need to see if I got you right.
Quiz? What the fuck?
The one I put in there. It's just a test of it. It's only 3 questions, don't worry. It's only that for now.
It's fine.
Triscuits are close enough. Feed me. Oh yeah, I need to try these jelly beans my dad has offered me.
The result is dark blue.
Okay,
Yeah, that's about right.
Dalton, would you like to guess what my result was?
Was it black?
Yeah.
I knew it. But anyway, my favorite chip, as in like just like a normal, I guess, chip. I have 3 answers to my own question. So I guess my favorite chip, like flavor possibly of all, would either be jalapeno cheddar or cheddar and sour cream. My favorite chip combination would be lime flavored tortilla chips and roasted garlic hummus.
Ooh.
Hey, Dalton,
Yes.
I want you to guess which one I got.
Did you get like green?
Yeah.
That's not.
I don't even know what green means, but if you just give the vibe. Anyway.
Yay. Moon knows what green
I know what
means,
green
and
means.
Anyways,
Um,
continue.
And then my favorite thing involving chips, I think, God, I can't remember where the hell I was, but I was in like a restaurant and they had, I know what it was Zaxby's. So Zaxby's used to have this thing where it was like, they had these like kettle cooked chips that they sold, just like Zaxby's in and of themselves. And they sold them, but they had this sauce, and it was a buffalo chicken sauce, but it had like actual chicken like breaded into it,
I'm having it.
and
Disappointing.
it was so good.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
So yeah, those are my 3 answers.
What was the question, actually?
It was, what's your favorite chip and/or application or dish involving chips?
I love darn steak and fries, but those don't have chips in them. Don't know why that came to my mind. Oh, cool. It's something sour cream and onion.
Yeah.
I think it's called.
Usually.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Sour cream and onion is a classic.
I used to like sour cream and onion a lot, but now I don't like it as much.
My brother likes salt and vinegar. I don't understand how.
It's good. What do you mean?
Y'all are.
I don't like the taste of vinegar.
All right, Trace. What about you?
Again, I'd have to go for just some oven baked sour cream.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I
oven bring.
forgot yours. I'm sorry. Necro, did you answer?
What was the question?
It was, to you would be crisps. What are your favorite like potato chips?
Potato chips. What's the back to the original thing?
No, that was fries.
Oh, okay, those fries.
Ah,
Chips.
I keep forgetting you're British. I'm sorry.
I think like the ones you
British.
get. I think the ones you get in packets from
You-
the stores. Right.
Are those called crisps there?
Crisps. Yeah.
why?
Yeah, crisps.
Okay, so you're talking about crisps, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, as of late, the Takis Fuego.
Takis Fuego is very addictive.
Y'all, I'm
Yeah.
fighting a baby.
You jokes on you. You can't get a lot of them because
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I'm very much aware. And it's a rare commodity for me to come across, so even more so.
So anytime you find some, you're like, I have to buy it.
Not quite. I have a way I can get
Necro's
them.
gonna become a Taki fiend after this. It's just
The Chucky connoisseur.
I need to figure out if I can get some Takis Fuego, and I'm gonna taste them on.
You need to have
On the
Takis
podcast
Fuego
one time.
specifically because that's the good flavor.
Okay, yeah, no.
The blue ones
If
are
I s-
horrible.
If I start gagging on screen, y'all know why. I do not like those.
You don't like the blue ones, and the blue ones are atrocious. Okay,
Blue ones taste bad.
the blue ones are atrocious,
The
as
blue
I
ones-
said.
unfortunately the blue ones are all my Dwayne Reed cells, so they're kind of all I can get sometimes.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But the thing is, the blue ones, they aren't that different from Fuego. They're just a little bit to the left.
No, they are significantly to the left and significantly worse.
I don't agree with you.
I hate the blue ones. The blue ones suck.
I literally think the blue ones are like Fuego, but with less lime. That's what I think about the blue.
I think the blue ones, they just taste bad. My only issue
What's
with
another?
with Fuego, and this is just an issue I have with Takis as a whole, honestly. Oh, I got electrocuted by a baby. But because the way I eat them, and the end of my tongue is all like cut up, not to a significant degree, just like, ow.
How do you eat them? Do you eat them the way that Markiplier eats them? Or
I like that, but a little to the left. And by
what the fuck is
and
wrong
by
with
that
you?
I mean I eat the flavoring first and then the rest of the chip.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I like the flavoring.
You're one of those people who would buy one of those things of the Chobani flip, like those Greek yogurts where it's like it has the little toppings in the one cup and then the yogurt in the other. You would get that, but you would eat that like a fucking lunch. You'd eat all of the toppings and then the yogurt.
You're right. You're correct.
You're a fucking sociopath.
Yeah, and when was this new?
Well, you and the baby both knocked each other out, which is hilarious.
Okay, now I'm trying the spicy jelly beans.
Are they like the Jelly Belly spicy?
No,
Like the-
they're. I can't say the brand. It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel like I'm swearing. That's too
I
bad.
don't. Oh, I forgot that the bot doesn't give me any lag that streams though. I really get to see it in real time.
Oh
So,
boy!
like,
Wait, hang
huh.
on. Oh, what a smell that is! What is that smell? It's like licorice if it was spicier. You know what I mean?
No, because I remember at Cracker Barrel they were selling this like special version of Bean Boozled,
Yeah.
and it was just different, varying levels of spice. Like you had like one that was like cayenne pepper, and then it was like jalapeno, and it was like habanero, and then ghost pepper, and then it was a Carolina Reaper as the last.
I have a bean. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat the bean.
I would hope so. Otherwise, you'd be wasted.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. The bean is black licorice flavored, which is great. However, it's not very spicy.
So far, all of the spicy foods have been disappointing. Though.
Not this one is better than the beef jerky. Bye, Moth.
What
We
was I gonna say?
don't talk about how glitchy this level is.
If I beat Bakugo on the desk, how loud would it be at first?
Very. They hear you as well as I do.
It was loud for us. It would be the same.
Ah, water.
Okay, so don't throw Bakugo at.
Yeah, don't beat
at
up
the wall.
Bakugo, please.
Got it.
Yeah, his mom already did that.
I know.
Who?
Katsuki Bakugo from My Hero.
Okay.
I just punched a clown.
To be fair, they asked which one do I want, and they showed me a picture of Bakugo and Kirishima ones, and I was like, I want the redhead, spiky-haired one, and they gave me Bakugo.
Apparently, people are getting mad on Twitter about some kind of a hot tub scene or something in one of the newer seasons.
Gosh, of course they are. Why wouldn't they be? It's Twitter.
I haven't watched a lot of the anime, so
Oh.
I can't.
Dalton.
I
can't
haven't seen a single episode.
Hey, Dalton.
I don't watch really anything.
Hey, what, Necro?
Do you mind if I like share my screen so I can try to get you to help me like not get fucked over by someone in Colombia?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Apparently.
Trace, would you like to take over the topics for a second and talk about your?
How about no? Actually, Dalton, I can do that for Necro.
Yeah, Plushie's better at that,
That'd probably
actually.
be-
Plushie
Okay.
could hack into
Plushie-
our accounts. I
Plushie
think
and
Plushie
Necro.
could figure it out.
Plushie and Necro do the thing, then. Alright. I'll do one more food-related question, and then we'll go on Trace's
Alright.
topic. This is a good one. Alright, what is y'all's favorite meat to eat, and how do you like it?
Bacon. Spicy.
Okay.
Probably bologna, like
steak.
fried bologna.
No, wait.
Actually,
Does seafood count as meat? Yes, seafood counts as meat. Crawfish.
What the fuck
Actually-
wouldn't it?
Okay. Well,
actually,
Go on.
I'd have to say
Oh.
roast beef.
That's like
Go
most
on
meat.
count.
Oh.
or not?
I think my favorite meat
Wait, go where?
that I've had
Go
would
here,
have to
count.
be.
Profile.
I think it would be that
More.
that I cooked on St. Patrick's Day. But that said,
Settings of privacy.
my favorite way that a meat has been prepared in like a whole dish would be the
Security and
shrimp
count
tempura
access.
rolls. The shrimp tempura rolls from Ninja
Security.
back in Tennessee.
Oh, that sounds good.
I need to read that real quick.
All right, let's get into the amazing misadventures of Trace's because I gotta hear.
Oh,
Security
yes.
and account access.
Okay, so for starters,
Oh.
here's a bit of Tennessee history, or East Tennessee history specific.
Connected accounts.
Interestingly enough, we actually never wanted to join the Confederacy. Oh,
Yeah, back it up. That's the wrong thing.
Collapse in sessions.
Yeah.
Uh,
Login devices and apps.
Whenever it came to Tennessee,
Yeah.
East Tennessee actually wanted to secede from the rest of Tennessee. Whenever they were saying that they were going to join the Confederacy, because one thing about East Tennessee is that there's a reason why East Tennessee is well known for the Great Smoky Mountains. It's because that's basically all that there is here. There's pretty much nowhere to grow any kind of, if you would have a very bad time trying to set up a plantation or something around here.
Correct.
So,
Right on.
what ended up happening is that after Reconstruction,
This one?
East Tennessee started getting really into stuff like coal mining.
This one I need to know?
No. Never mind, that's the wrong
And
thing.
what do you get with mines? Loads of dynamite.
Ah, yes.
I
Explosive.
can already
So,
see.
and there was no regulation on who could buy. You could
Yeah,
just
one
pretty
sec.
much walk into any mine supply store and just
I'll
buy
VC
sticks
you,
of
'cause then you
dynamite or
talk to me
two if
about
you really
stuff.
wanted to. And they were pretty much. Oh wait, what happened?
Necro and Plushie left the call. I guess they're doing
Oh.
nothing. So
Oh, all right. Yeah, and they would pretty much ask no questions about it if I'm right. And so one thing that ended up happening is that my grandfather decided to just dick around with it a bit. One thing that he decided to do was that he is that they at one point tried to make their own Roman candle, firework out of the explosive by just sticking it in a freaking pipe and just holding it.
That's
And,
not a good idea.
The issue is that they realized that someone had to hold the freaking thing. And so, yeah, thankfully I don't think either of them blew their hands off. But another thing that they decided to do is make a fucking pipe bomb with the explosive.
I mean,
And
when you have a
they-
pipe, you have a bomb.
Yeah, and then they just stuck it in the ground, lit it, and it shot shards of metal for a good distance. It had actually, if I'm right, it had actually cut. It had actually, I think, either some of the metal had broke a hole in one of our neighbors' houses, roofs, or something like that, or it had cut down an entire swath of their crops.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. The aspect ratio is glitching out. On the
Yeah,
stream.
no, I know. It's happening in the actual game itself. I can't fix
Okay.
that.
Whoopsie doodles. Go ahead, Trace.
And yeah, he actually just thought they didn't want to tell him because they would get in serious trouble if they told them that that they had kind of blown a hole in the neighbor's roof.
If they
Due to their
jammed
idiocy.
their house.
Yeah, and so he just thought, military planes fly over here all the time, so they must have just accidentally dropped something on my house, and that bust a hole in my roof. Oh well.
That's really funny.
And that leads me into another thing. Actually, before that, they would actually play Cowboys and Indians around the barn with actual .22 rifles.
Oh gosh.
At one point, one of them was they were peeking through a hole in the wood, and so I think my grandfather just decided to pick up a pile of cow crap and sling it into his eye through the hole.
Gosh. Hot.
Yeah. And this was fresh, so it was boiling hot. And then this finally leads me on to the last of the thing. Oh no, wait! Actually, it reminds me of one other thing. He decided to have a competition with someone of who could get up the hill. Who could get up a large hill and make the biggest who could make the longest skid mark down a hill with their tires. The trick is that my grandfather cheated. He put tar on his tires.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes. And another thing is that also because of their rambunctious, lifestyle, they got into a lot of trouble with the police.
Oh, obviously.
Awesome.
At one point, the sheriff himself was chasing them down in his car and was firing off shots into the trunk of their car. And my grandfather decided that this would be a good time to put his knowledge of cars to use, and took the trunk off of one of my other relatives' cars that was the same model and somewhat similar paint color. It was just maybe a slightly different shade of red, and switched the trunk lids to basically hide the evidence.
Your grandfather was a fucking menace.
Yes. And then finally, the best prank of all time, in my personal opinion, the plane incident.
Gosh.
The plane incident.
So, you know how I mentioned that military planes would fly over a lot?
Yes.
Some of them would fly at just the right height to where it looked like they would go right to where it looked like they would basically be able to land on some of the mountaintops.
Interesting.
So my grandfather decided to get some oil barrels and dynamite and put it right underneath the plane as it flew, and then as it passed and got a safe distance away, they would detonate it all and make it look like the plane crashed into the mountain.
Bro, they was doing Hollywood shit before Hollywood was even a thing.
Yep.
Bro, that is such a good one, actually.
Yeah.
No, you should have perished.
You should have perished. Basically, what everybody in the town said about Trace's grandpa after these shenanigans.
Yeah.
You should have perished.
Oh gosh, I am so sorry to
that
everyone
is
that has to
such a
deal with the graphics right now.
This aspect ratio is currently trying to kill itself.
It
Yeah.
is, and it
And
only does
honestly, I
it for
guess
this
it's-
level.
And honestly, I guess in that case, it's a good thing that he became a trucker. So that way he wasn't around the house that, so that way he wasn't in town that often.
The cops can't come after you if you're out of their jurisdiction for your own career. Lord have mercy, that sounds so. Hello, are you guys back?
Oh, what is that flavor?
Right back. Y'all missed the best story ever.
Oh
Y'all
my
are gonna
God,
have to
what
watch
happened?
the podcast back to hear the story.
What's
Yeah.
the story about?
It's
My
the story,
grandfather.
It's the story of Trace's grandpa, the biggest menace in East Tennessee.
Okay.
Yes. I'll give you a few.
I'm
I'll
gonna
give you
send you this,
a few samples.
Okay.
A Roman candle made with dynamite
Who knows that?
and a plane.
Oh, you want to hear something what my uncles did?
Sure.
Oh, I
So
want to hear that.
it was one of the freezing times during Texas, right? And we had catfish over in the pond, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we normally go fishing for catfish, like during this time. And my uncle said, "I don't care if the lake's frozen. I'm gonna go in and go fishing."
Please tell me he cut a hole in the ice and then fell in.
No, it's even better. So we went on the ice, and it was like sturdy enough. So he was like, okay. And so he does the most idiotic thing, and he grabs like the end of his darn fishing rod and puts it into the ground
Oh
with
no!
all of his strength. Mind you, this dude has dealt with cows, cattle. He's pretty strong. Anyways,
Oh yeah.
it breaks under him. Okay. And he's freezing. Nobody knew he was out here, mind you.
Oh god. I'm waiting for the punchline to be he gets frostbite in his left ankle and can't go fishing anymore.
Oh boy!
Speaking of frostbite, while we're waiting on Plushy to control their dog.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that video of the guy's fingers who like completely got frostbite? And they're just solid black things on the end of his fingers, and he had to get them amputated and get prosthetics.
No, but sounds about right, honestly.
Okay, so here's the thing. He fell into the river.
Yeah.
Or, well, the pond or whatever. Mind you, this pond's pretty deep. We have the boat sitting in this pond.
Yeah.
Okay? So we didn't know he was out there. But once we did, it was, like, everywhere around it was wet. So we bring the truck in to get him out. Okay?
I can already see where this is going.
The truck got stuck. And so we got the other truck. Try and pull it out.
He's still the other truck.
The other truck got stuck. Mind you, we only have one out of the truck. And this guy is my other uncle, and he works for a towing thing. So he has a towing thing on like the front of his truck that he can pull out and stuff.
A winch.
Yeah, whatever the called. Anyways, he hooks it into that one truck, and he pressed forward drive instead of backwards.
Oh gosh.
Oh, no. He
So
drove
he
right into the lake, didn't he?
So he went right into the lake.
Fleshy, you have such an accent in your voice right now. You sound
The
like you're from
Southern came out
Texas.
so hard.
Anyways, he came into the lake, and we like his front tires that are in the lake, like you could, like where the bottom of the truck is. Yeah, that's in the water. So it's like to the door, so we can't get out.
God, your voice is fluctuating between Texas and Wisconsin.
Anyways, you go ahead and so we finally got them out after hours and hours of trying. We had to get the bulls to get them out.
Gosh.
'Cause we-
Fleshy, I'm gonna wither away. Your accent is so
How
thick.
long does this? Please tell me the bulls get stuck in the lake as well.
Now here's the thing: the bulls got out,
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh,
but some of the calves got stuck because they tried to follow the bulls.
Oh
So
no!
I had to go in, and I had to go with my big old boots. And I go in and I had to pull out these calves. And these mothers are not. These darn heifers are not really happy about me touching their calves.
my sweet God.
Anyways, I pull them out, and I just yank them, and this one just goes flying, and I'm just like, oh no. The only where that was safe was this tree that was beside the river from these darn heifers. So I go into the tree, and the tree falls
Oh no!
right into the river, and now I'm in the river.
This is like an episode of Milo Murphy. What the heck?
This is the thought process of M. Night Shyamalan, just twist after twist after twist.
God. It reminds me of
Anyways, I get so the whole thing happens over again. And when everybody's finally out, we go ahead and we sit outside because we're not allowed to go inside because we're too wet. Anyways, sweet old kid comes up to me and says, "You want to go into the river?"
Read the room, child.
Anyways, that's the punch of my whole story.
That was the punch?
After all that, this kid, after seeing all that happen, comes to us and says, "You want to go back to the river?" Because apparently it looked like fun.
Sounded like fun. Fun, but if fun was an existential crisis.
Fun, but slightly to the left.
Slightly.
God, that reminds me of something that my neighbor's grandfather did. One thing about cows is that they can kind of they'll kind of test you every once in a while. They'll kind of try to pin you up against the wall and just to kind of screw around with you.
Yeah.
And at one point, it did that to him, and he couldn't get out. So you know what he did?
What'd
Just
you do?
punched it right in the side, and it fell over. He punched it so hard that this was like a freaking bull, if I'm right. He knocked over a freaking bull with and he could only move his arm like maybe 3 inches.
Ah, it fell out.
This man out here putting Bruce Lee to shame.
For real.
Yes.
Lord, mercy.
That reminds me of the time that with whenever I used to live in the country with my cows. One sec, let me get myself together so I don't go back country.
Back, you're still there.
You're still there.
No, know, my favorite part of that story was how Plushie got progressively more southern the more they told him.
Yes.
Yeah.
It happens to me too.
No, it's like when Jacksepticeye does a video with Dahi or anybody, it's just like he progressively gets more Irish.
Okay, am I back?
To a degree.
You're good.
Mostly.
Good.
Flashy, you're trying so hard.
I don't know. I don't like sounding country and like calls and stuff like that.
You still kind of do.
Literally, 3 of us are from the South. You're fine.
That's not the problem. But
3 of us are from the South, and Necro's from the UK. You're completely.
okay. Okay.
Flushy, you're gonna have to cry
Let
about
me do
it.
some breathing. I'm gonna do some breathing.
Some
Do
breathing.
your breathing exercises. I don't know.
God, this has been a wonderful section.
Okay.
I'm glad we started this.
Right?
So there's this bull that I'm actually gonna say the name of this bull so you understand this bull between the other one. This bull's name's Red.
Rad. Okay.
We actually call it then its brother's name is Cinnamon.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
Alright.
Anyways, Red is actually a black bull, and Cinnamon's the red one. It's very important to know. The black one, Red is actually smaller than the red one. Cinnamon, I actually knew since I was little, like when it was little and I was little. So I was always out there feeding that cow. It was my cousin's cow though.
Oh.
Okay, this bull was actually to go into the rodeo. Okay, it was trained to go into the rodeo. So there was test runs with the bull, you know, as we do. And they broke their leg on this bull the first time they went to the rodeo with this bull, right? I went, okay, let me try. This bull didn't do shit.
They just weak.
It tried bucking me off a few times, and then it stopped like it was a fully tamed bull. I don't understand it, but I think it's because I raised this bull.
Guys.
Yeah?
Breaking news! Just tweeted out by fucking McDonald's on Twitter. On March 31st, the Szechuan sauce is coming back again exclusively on the app.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh,
I've never tried that.
Well, get the McDonald's app and you can.
Okay. When's it coming? I'll just set a reminder or something so I can like, order it. Like,
In 2 days.
okay, I need to order like as much of that shit as I can
okay. Anyways,
because I've never had it, and I'm probably gonna have to save up on it so that I can.
I
Save
could give y'all a lot more incidents from the country if y'all want.
I like listening
Uh,
to you develop into pure country noises.
Trace,
Oh,
do we
fuck
still
those
want to talk about
sauce
Timothy
efforts.
Dexter, or do we want to let Fleshy go?
Let's let Fleshy go.
Alright,
Okay.
Fleshy,
Talk about
go on.
I
Why the fuck do you
have
sell Szechuan
I
sauce?
had 3 goats. Okay?
3 goats.
Now, we have Rookie, we had darn. We have
How do I
Baby, and then we
spell
have whatever that little shit's name is. I don't remember. It's dead. I don't remember its name. It's
It's dead. I don't
Anyway.
remember its name. Nice.
Anyways,
Hang on, real quick.
We
I
had
am
things-
switching games.
okay.
That just means I'm pulling up a thing and changing games.
I can change it off of here. Tell me what game you're playing.
I'm switching over to Pokemon Rumble.
Okay.
Hold up, cold hit on. Cold.
What?
It says. The journal says it is bringing back the cult hit source.
I don't see Pokemon Rumble on
No,
here.
hang on. I
Cult
got you.
hit. It means that a cult has rallied around the sauce, which it has.
We love that. Okay, now I have to try.
Okay, let's hear
Not
this.
obligated to try.
Anyways, we had a thing called goat chasing that
Right.
my family did. We would get. Now this is gonna sound very country, but we would get a rope, make it where it was loose enough so we can get and reel it in. You know. This is for the kids. This was for the kids. So I was young during this time, like 10, 9, some area like that.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You know.
Yeah. Anyways, we go out
Dang it. That's
and we
not
would let the goats out. Mind you, we had those cow gates, like you know what I'm talking about, where you get to pass over and there's like holes.
Sure, bud.
Oof. I need somebody to explain it.
A fence?
No.
Cow gates. I need to Google. Hold on.
I know what you mean. I don't know how to describe it, but
Cow.
Cow grates, I meant.
Great. Oops. Is it like a thing in the ground?
Yep.
Okay, I see it. It's kind of like a drawbridge.
Not really. I'm gonna show you one that looks almost like exactly like what we had.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on Google right now.
Uh-huh. Anyways, mind you, we also had puppies. We were training these we're training these puppies to like follow the goats and round them up, you know?
Oh. Oh.
Anyways, we're running. These goats, they go on this little bar area on them. You see the bars that are like connecting them on
Yeah.
top? Anyways, they went on top of that and they ran across that. Okay? Ours is a little bit thicker. The puppies did not.
The puppies.
They went right through the hole.
Oh no.
And they're under these gate things. Mind you, I did not.
Oh, no.
So the puppies are under these now. They're like in the hole under it. So they're like stuck in this like box. Okay? Mind you, I did not see these puppies because I was getting my rope and I was trying to get the goat. Anyways, I'm running as fast as I can. And I meant to step one place and I didn't. So I faceplant onto those bars.
Oh no, that's gotta hurt.
Faceplant onto the bars and I see the puppies. And my brain says, I gotta get the puppies out. So I reach my hands in, both of my hands, to try and grab these puppies. My hands got stuck.
Oh no.
So I couldn't get out. And I hear behind me about 12 kids coming out like, get out the way! We're running! Anyways,
You cannot.
I could not get out the way. So I got trampled. And these goats came after me on top of me. So I just kept on getting trampled until they just saw me. And I'm like, and the parents saw me and they were like, we're gonna leave them there for them to learn their lesson.
Oh no.
So I was stuck there for about an hour until
What-
I figured out
Fleshy,
how to...
you're getting country again.
Don't
Fuck it.
warn her. Yeah,
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
Okay, it's better?
Yeah.
Yes, but now it's less fun.
You're right.
Anyways, I figured out how to pop my fingers out of place so I can get my hands out. So I got one hand out. My thumb was popped out so I could get my fingers out. Anyways, I grabbed and I basically pulled my other hand out and this puppy came popping out with it. I thought there was only one puppy.
There was not.
There was not. There was 4.
4.
Cool.
So I go grab the shovel and I start digging under this box because there's dirt under here so you can get out under them. And I grab these puppies out. And behind me I hear the goats got loose again.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The goats.
It happened
mine
again, didn't it?
And then I hear a very big squeal. The
Oh.
pigs got out.
Oh.
And that meant the hogs that we had also got out.
Oh god.
Because we raised hogs. Now, if anybody knows about hogs, it ain't gonna be good.
Yeah.
We hear these pigs squealing and these hogs coming after us. And then you just see about 5 of them. You see 5 pigs, 5 hogs come at me, and they all got their legs stuck in the grate.
Oh no.
And so
Oh,
while I'm trying to...
All I imagine is just a pig falls in and then gets run over by another pig who gets over him and then falls in the next available line. And it just keeps going like this twisted game of leapfrog until all the pigs are stuck.
But mind you, 2 of them at the end got out because they went over the other pigs.
Oh
so
my
they-
god, it was exactly like that.
And so they are running. I can't get them because these hogs and these pigs are kicking at these dogs that are under there. And I'm trying to help these dogs out. So I'm going shoveling faster. And I hear, watch out, I got the gate.
Oh.
And they're coming in with the gate. Mind you, the gate was broken, so we had to have this big old piece of gate that we had to put in place, and we had to screw in. Because the gate was broken, and this was our temporary gate. And so I see on the tractor, they're coming, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta get everything out of here. So I get the puppies out.
Oh boy.
Lordy.
This is Texas.
It's Texas, but racism hasn't even been mentioned once.
True. Not yet. Just you wait. It's coming.
Not yet. Surely it's plushy. We'll get there eventually. As somebody who was raised in the South, but was never born with an accent, it's just very interesting to me to hear Plushie slowly devolve.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm gonna
Anyways,
wither. It's so good.
now I got these puppies out, and then I hear the tractor this time. I don't hear them yelling anymore. I hear the tractor. So the tractor's close because this is a pretty, like, you know how loud tractors are. So I had some time. Anyways, I had to get this hog out because that's the one that was the most stuck, and that would be the hardest one to get out. And so I had to get this hog out. Mind you, this hog is kicking and screaming and doing all hogs do. And I pop one of its legs out, and it gets the other one out, and it runs. Mind you, I don't have time to go chase down them, so I have to get the other pig out, and I pop its hoof out, but this one don't run. So I had to pop out the other one. It won't still run. I pop out the other one, and I pick it up, and this pig is asleep.
It's asleep.
I thought it was dead.
Understandably.
So I just put it to so I put it to the side like I'll bury you later.
Oh
Bury you later. Oh man.
Anyways, don't mind the dog. I ain't gonna mute again because I need to finish the story. Anyways, I get the other pig and then I start at the other pig, and this one wide awake. This one fighting much more than the other one. And then when I pop one of its hooves out, it gets stuck back in. So I have to pop 2 of its hooves out at a time. And so I'm going there, trying to pop both out at the same time, and I hear tractor right behind me.
Hey Moon, really
Yeah?
quick. Why the fuck did that Ivysaur get a fucking Kingdom Hearts thing shoved into the park?
I don't know. These are all toys. Literally. That's the canon.
Okay, actually, this is kind of what the pigs look like with their hooves.
Oh, I paralyzed
That
it.
picture right there?
Perfect. Oh, did I? It's my bestie, I think.
It's
Also,
your
this,
best.
what,
It's
this
my
is what
bestie.
happens when goats get stuck in it. So remember how I was talking about the goats? Yeah, this is what happens when they get stuck in it. You don't see their legs because they had legs at the bottom.
Just
Flu.
So that's kind of how like the pigs were, okay? Because the pigs were like the same, and so I hear, you better get out the way, child, and I'm like, oh shit. So I move up to the side so they can see the pig, and I pop the
shit.
I popped the last two hooves out of that thing of the pig, and the pig swerves around and goes after the tractor,
Oh no.
like towards the tractor.
Oh dear.
And I literally had to go, and I basically kick the pig to the side, and I get hit in the side of this tractor. And so I got like this cut on my side because of that, but like it's like my thigh, have a cut on my thigh because of it.
You get hit by a tractor, and the worst thing you walk away with is a cut on your thigh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hearing
Fuck.
Fleshy
I got
laughing
hit by
off is
the-
actually great.
That's why Texans need to be prevented. They're too fucking durable.
No, anyways,
Texans and Floridians.
because the thing that they were using to pick up, it had like these things on the side that sticked out, and I got hit by that, and it cut deep into my thigh. But I didn't even notice it was cutting my thigh. Oh, so I was like, oh, my legs feels a little bit lighter now. Huh? Oh, that's weird.
Why
Anyway,
didn't you
I
feel
ran and I
pain?
got these pigs because I didn't notice it.
But
Yeah.
how does what? Usually pain is how you notice things, isn't it?
No, for some reason, like, wait, it cut it, right? It was
Yeah, I
pretty
cut
sharp.
it. It cut it deep.
Yeah. For some reason, like, if it's like really sharp and like cuts like into your, I don't know if it's like specific what causes it, but like a similar thing happened to me when I like walked through barbed wire and it like serrated part of my leg, and I didn't realize until like my leg felt like my trouser like on the side felt kind of wet, and I looked and it was like covered in blood, and I was like, oh,
Huh.
that's not good.
That's interesting.
I can't remember anything after then.
Just wild shit.
The
You've got
fact you
memories.
don't remember anything from after that worries me, actually.
But that's how it is with most of my memories. I just remember like small fragments.
My
Same
old
here.
concussion.
Anyways,
Anyway, I'm hungry. Be right back. I'm gonna get a sandwich.
Nega's gonna go
Yeah.
make a sandwich.
I still haven't gotten one yet, so I'm gonna go
Yeah.
do that now.
go
Go get
ahead.
your sandwich while Plushie continues to devolve.
Okay.
At some point, I ain't gonna understand what I'm saying.
Sure, we're halfway there.
Anyways, I go ahead and I go in and I grab and I had to grab these pigs, and I picked up this pig and I ran to where they're supposed to be at. Found out that they broke the gate because we got this like the chain broke on it, so we had to put the wire on it. So they broke the wire. So I put them in, and I grabbed this chain for like I think it was from a bike or something. I don't know what it was for. It was for some. I think it was actually for the tractor. I won't be 100% honest. I think it was the chain for the tractor. I wrapped it around it a bunch of times. I didn't have anything, so I basically grabbed, had to tie it.
Your accent keeps switching.
I tied it, and then I wrapped it around again and tied it again. Anyways, that was as much as I was going to get it. And so I had to grab pigs, throw them in. Grab pigs, throw them in. Mind you, none of the other kids are helping.
Of course not. Why
So
would
I,
they?
for the last pig, I put them in, and I sit beside the gate because I'm tired. And so then, if I can come over to me and say, "Why didn't you help us?" And I'm like, I was doing y'all's job with the pigs. Y'all's job was to go chase down those hogs that ran away. Not my job. Apparently, the hogs got to the neighbor's area. My neighbor, which was my aunt, and they got into her like area of her plants. So like they got into her plants, and so that's what they were going doing. And so I was told I have to get up and I have to go and help them get this hog. Because there was one hog left. And I get up, go to this hog, and I go into like the gremlin stance.
I'm sorry. There's a time when you just gotta tell somebody to eat your ass because, like, you were doing all of the fucking work during this.
Oh, 100%.
There's a time when you just gotta look somebody in the face and be like, eat my taint, you piece of shit. Like, it is so. That is so fucking bullshit.
I still had to do barnyard work after this, but
Oh.
I go gremlin stance. And you know what I'm talking about, like crab stance gremlin.
You go cowboy stance.
Get this
Cowboy.
to get this hog, and I go running at it, and it's running away because this hog does not want to be catched.
You mean caught?
And so I tackle this hog, and it cuts my hand of its like tusk, and so I just grab it and I hold it and I say, "Get the rope." And this little kid goes, I'm gonna go get the rope. And so they get the rope and we tie it around this hog. And so this hog is actually hog tied. And we're dragging it back.
Dalton, I heard that, Spider.
Because I cannot pick this hog up. This hog is fat as shit.
I was watching the video that I made earlier.
Oh, valid.
Anyways, and I pull it across the grate. Because we had to pull it across the grate.
No.
It gets stuck.
Oh!
Lord God.
And I say, I'm not doing this. And they're like, you better do this because you have been lazy earlier.
There's a point in time.
And so I said, okay, I'll do this. As long as I get like a drink or something. So they're going to go get me a drink while I get this hog out. So I'm pulling out this hog's tusk because that's what got stuck.
Oh my gosh.
And this hog flicks its head once it gets undone, and it cuts my hand again. And so I get tired of this hog, and I pull it out of the grate, and then it go, and I pull it to its area, and I have to pick up this hog because nobody else ain't gonna help me doing this. So I'm picking up this hog while it's struggling, and I have to pull it over the gate. Mind you, this gate's pretty high, so the deers can't get in. Right?
Yeah?
Now, has anybody seen a gate that's meant to keep deers out?
I imagine they're pretty tall. I can hear
I'm gonna get y'all a
someone
picture.
typing.
I imagine it's Necro.
This is the size of the door.
Alright.
That's about how tall that thing
Oh
was.
gosh.
Mind you, we have like a stool type of thing on the side so we can put the pigs in just in case they get out, right?
Yep.
And so I have to undo this hog before I put it in. And I pull it over, and before it even gets over, it kicks me in the stomach. Because I had to untie it for it to get over on the other side. And so I pull it over, and I would topple over, like, because you know how hard it is to get hit in the stomach by a hog. So I'm toppled over, like, oh God, oh non-existent God, please.
That's so good.
After that, you have to. There isn't one. Never has been.
And so I just go, okay, I have to get up, and I have to go and do the barnyard work now.
Gosh.
And so the rest of the day, I was doing this barnyard work, and they never came back with my drink. So I go inside and ask where my drink is, and they're over on the thing. Apparently, a pig got in the house.
Oh, fuck off.
And I say, I'm out of here, and I walk out and go do barnyard work. I don't know what happened to that pig, because I don't remember it ever being put back into the barn.
What'd you have for breakfast the next day?
Bacon.
I'll probably tell you.
You know what? That made a lot more sense.
I didn't understand a word of that specifically.
Moon, are we going to 2:30 today?
No, we're finishing up any stories Fleshy has left to tell, and then we're ending.
I think
Well,
Plushy has too many. I think we'll get to 3 before Plushy actually finishes. So I'd say we quit while we're
finishing
ahead.
this level, and then we're ending.
That's my stories for the thing, because that's the stories I have for that section of my life when I lived in that country house.
I would just like to say, in case anybody who works at Warner Brothers is listening to this podcast, if y'all need a voice for somebody who could be the wife of Foghorn Leghorn, hire Plushy.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No,
What do you
have
mean?
you ever heard how Foghorn Leghorn talks?
What's
Nah.
He literally uses the same accent you're currently experiencing.
What happened also?
Hi. We talking about we talking about the pigs. We talking about the hogs.
We talked about the goats.
We talking about the goats.
And we talked about the dogs.
We talking about the dog. I have so many stories. We actually had a day called Mud Day.
Mud day.
Mud Day. Mud.
Mud? Like
Yeah.
wet dirt. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, we had a thing called Mud Day, and this is where we get the trucks and we put them out in the muddiest area of the country after this rainy day that always happens. As a celebration after a bonfire that celebrate like ancestors and stuff like that, because my great grandma was full native,
Hey yo.
right? So we have like that's the only tradition we have, and right after that we do the most country thing ever. That's race in the mud.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Anyways, we go into the trucks, and mind you, trucks get stuck often. Right. It's
Fleshy, we
awful.
don't have time to
Anyway.
finish the story. We
Okay.
don't have time. I'm
Just
ending.
Long story short, we had 5 trucks stuck in the mud and one trying to pull all of them out.
Of course.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
And with that, no, let me do the
Fine.
outro, you fucking bastard. I run this podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching this podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to the Twitch. Follow if you're new. Subscribe if you want to. Awesome. Hell,
I don't think they can. Well, that's a YouTube thing for now. They can do that later.
You go subscribe to the Agony of Moon YouTube channel if you want to see this podcast uploaded in its entirety, rewatchable. It's rewatchable here as well, but if you prefer YouTube, that's entirely fair. Look at what Twitch did with the fucking Burger King shit. If you want to follow me and Trace on a social media, go to our YouTube channel, which is Clashing Swords Productions. I promise we will make a video together again eventually.
Yeah.
It's been a while, though. If you want to follow Moon, go to twitch.tv/moonlitdawn. There's a second N on the end of Dawn. Do not forget it.
Yeah, do not forget it. It's there by requirement,
If you-
pensive.
If you want to follow Necro, his Twitch is twitch.tv/Necrolix. That is NCR0LIX. And Plushie doesn't have social media because Plushie's a cunt.
Plushie does,
Um,
just Plushie just can't use it. I have Plushie's socials, and I.
Join
You
our
ain't gonna
Discord.
use that against
Yeah, I
me.
am.
Join our Discord server. There's a exclamation command for it.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is.
It's ! Discord.
Plushie, you're still a little country.
We're gonna get out of here before Plushie somehow gets more Texan.
Yeah.
Remember, do not set the world on fire. Just watch it burn. We'll light the flames. Don't cause too much agony. Good night, Michigan.
Why Michigan?
Good night.
Fuck you. I say a random thing every night.
Fair. Michigan's my
Oh,
favorite,
hey,
though.
Actually,